for the show last week. Cheers.
She did that. Cheers.
Are we starting? Have we started?
Yeah, we can start.
Oh, okay.
So happy to have you on the podcast.
Thank you.
I think you're really funny. I always ask everybody the same question when they come on. Do you remember your first set?
Yes.
And how did it go?
So I always feel lame when I talk about it because I actually was in college when I started doing stand-up.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was 21.
Wow.
And I didn't know where to start. I didn't know anyone who had ever done it before. But I was in theater class. I was a theater student in college. And so I realized I wasn't really meshing well with like that group. So I was like, what do I do? And then I remembered I was like, I've always been into stand-up, so I just Googled how to do stand-up.
Oh, wow.
And I found a place, at the time it was called Dallas Comedy House. Because that's where I was living in North Texas at the time. And they had classes for people who wanted to get into stand-up.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I signed up. It was like not super expensive, so I just signed up for it and I took the class and we met up once a week for like 7 or 8 weeks. And then at the end we had a showcase. So that showcase was my first time on stage, and it was actually in front of like 40 or 50 people cuz
oh my god,
everybody in the class brought friend. Like, it's kind of like FPIA, if you've done that, where everybody brings people to the show.
No, I haven't done that.
Oh, that's the competition that's going on here right now, where it's like one of these things where it's like a big deal, so everybody brings their family and friends.
Yes, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
So that was my first time, and then after that I thought it went well.
Yeah. It sounds like you prepared and you knew what you were doing it for your first time.
It really did not go well though. Like, I just didn't know what doing good felt like.
Yeah. But for your first time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's pretty cool. I've never heard anybody, like, of all the people I've had on, no one has said anything like that. Like, that they went to a class and then they had their showcase be their first one. So that's pretty interesting.
I never knew there was classes for it. I thought that was so cool. I was like,
yeah,
because that was how I was learning at the time. I was in college,
right.
So I was used to class settings, you know, and so I was like, this is so cool. Like,
that's so
you
awesome.
can take a class.
I think for me, at least, like, I didn't have enough motivation maybe, or I was just too scared. But I do wish I would have gone when I was younger. And I do wish, like, sometimes I'll be talking to people that are my age and they've been doing comedy for like 12 years. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could go back and just try it. So I love that you did it when you were young and you figured it out.
I wish I would have done it when I was younger, because I'm like, I imagine how much better I'd be now if I'd done it even younger. But then again,
because it is just like a rep thing.
Yeah.
Like just getting reps in or whatever. But that is really funny. And also, I think it's really interesting that you were a theater. Did you say you went to school for theater?
Yeah.
So that's makes complete sense, because when you went on the other night, you were like fake crying, but it seemed real. And I didn't know that you had an acting background. Like, I just have only seen you really do stand up. I've seen you do stuff on the Absolute show too, but like yeah, when I saw you do that, I was like, yeah, she's got to be like a professional actor. Like,
not at all,
she's got to be like a trained actor, because
so
like that's really good.
Thanks.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you're good.
Well, when I was there, I never did any plays. I also never did theater before college. Like, I went to college to do photography.
Wow. Okay.
But I got really confused really quickly with cameras and how they work. And I was like, I don't know if this is for me.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah. So
I bet you're good at photography.
But I met theater people and I was like, I think I want to get into acting. So I was like, I'll just do that. And I liked the classes so much.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But when it came time to like audition for a play or like do a play or something, I was like, I don't know. I would go for them. Like, I went for a couple, but I didn't read plays. I don't know. I wasn't really like into it like as much as the other people were.
And they've been doing it for a while at that point.
They had all done productions before. And they'd all been doing it since school, like high school, and I don't know, maybe before that.
Wow.
So I was like, I don't know. But I enjoyed the classes, and when you do an acting class, you perform in front of your class, so you are like
Oh, that's cool.
performing.
Yeah.
And I would always have like a good set.
Yeah, that's so
I would
good.
always do well. So I was like, I think I like performing. I just don't know if I like the theater.
That form of it.
Yeah. And also like I just didn't consider myself a theater kid, really. Like
Okay.
but but I did learn a little bit. I would love to get more into it again. Like I think I like performing and I think acting would be fun.
Yeah.
Just I don't know if live theater is really my
Okay.
thing. I would want to do film for
Yeah, you
sure.
definitely could.
And they
You're very
didn't
good.
really have a good film program at the school I went to, so that's
Oh,
why I
okay.
went for theater. They only
Yeah.
had like a really limited amount of film, so that's why I couldn't really get into it. But it's been
Yeah.
really fun because um like Jake Ricka makes a lot of film
Right.
stuff. He's been like invited me to be on his, whether it's like a sketch he makes on his phone, or he doesn't film any of
Yeah.
them on his phone, but whether it's just like an Instagram sketch or he made a short film the other day.
Yes, I think
Um,
I might know about this one.
yeah, it was,
It's so
I don't know
good.
if I want to like
Yeah, yeah,
spoil
yeah, but
it,
it's good. It's
but I'm
good.
like, yay, like I'm finally like
Yeah.
getting to be a part of some of this because
Yeah.
I really haven't done anything like that.
Yeah, and
Um,
it's neat because, like, and you're very talented. So I definitely think you
that's
could
really
do
nice.
all of the things you wanted to do. And I like seeing you perform live, like, also on Today PM.
I know, I love doing that.
You're so good on Today PM.
Oh,
And
thank
yeah, the
you.
character you played, I won't say too much, but the mom of a guy that is very hated in history that's name starts with an H. You just did so great, and I don't know, like, I think it was my favorite one of the night, like, I just thought it was so funny.
What?
Yeah.
That whole one was so good.
Yeah, and Colton,
Yeah,
like,
y'all killed
everybody's
it.
so funny. So,
I love that there was a real audience in the crowd when you started
yeah.
bleeding that was like, "You're bleeding."
I
Like,
know! The guy was like, "You're showing." I was like
that was good.
that was funny seeing that come to life because, like, our first meeting, I brought it up. Like, they were like, "Do you have any sketch ideas?" And I was like, "How about I go on stage and I do stand up, but then I start having my period, but I don't know I'm having my period." And everybody was like, "Oh, yeah, maybe we'll do that." And then, like, 3 times later, Colton was like, "Okay, let's do it." So I was, like, excited because I didn't know if you just, like, say what you're doing around that, I was like, "It seems kinda weird," and I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody would actually let me do it, but I was happy that I was allowed to do it, and it was fun.
It was. I'm so excited about the show. I
Yeah,
can't wait to see what we do.
I know,
Uh,
and just, like, watching Colton too, I think that it's cool that he's running it, and then he's in most of the sketches, and it kinda
mhm.
carries through, like, I don't know, his energy is very good,
Yeah, he was
so
born to do what he's doing.
yeah, he definitely was.
Yeah,
And
everything.
yeah, and I also like meeting with you guys too. It's always really fun.
I know sometimes
Um,
I get nervous though. I'm like, I hate when I don't like this
yeah.
meeting was good. I felt like for me and
Okay,
for
yeah, yeah.
everyone, but the last one I was like, man, I'm so quiet. But sometimes it's okay to just be quiet and let
Yeah.
let people listen and learn.
And I feel like you always add really funny things.
I try. Like I'm
You
like, if
do.
I can at least show up and add a couple of tags to whatever we're working on, that's good.
Yeah.
But as far as coming up with like sketches, I'm training my brain to like
Yeah,
I don't think that way. I mean, I want to. I'm
for sure.
training myself to like think about sketches.
Definitely. I get that. And
Uh,
I'm like, I feel like for me, like, I have this thing where I'll like be like, what would I want to see Colton doing? Because he's so funny that
I
I'm
know.
like, what do I want to see him do on stage? I have some like that I'm like, I don't know if he would do it, but like he's just so funny that you could just I feel like he could have us I mean, he has a show about him, kind of. I mean, it's comedy, but like I feel like he could have his own little TV series too.
I don't know. Yeah, this has been a really cool couple of months in Austin. Like before the last few months, I was really like, man, I feel like I'm not finding my place here. And then the
Really?
last couple of months, just like little like things just kind of started happening where I was like, oh, I finally feel like I'm finding my place here. Because I've been
Yeah.
here for 2 years,
Okay.
just about. It'll be two
Wow.
years like next month.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like just the Today PM and then like the film sketches and then um I work at 2 clubs now, like, I'm offering a service where I get at least, like, a weekly spot or 2
Oh,
at each
good.
one, like Black, Rabbit and Velveeta Room.
Oh, that's good. I love
So
those
I'm like,
spaces.
"Hey, that's fine," and then there's a few other
Yeah.
ones where if I bug them on Instagram, they'll hook me up with a spot, but at
Yeah.
least those 2, I'm, like, working for them so I don't have to, like, bug them.
That's really smart.
That's what you gotta
Yeah,
do.
I love that. Like, I feel like that's very like, why wouldn't you do that, you know? If you have something you can offer and trade with people, like, it is smart to lock in some spots.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always thought you're really funny, and I thought you did really good on your LMAOF taping, and you looked so cool.
Thanks, that was the
Yeah,
goal. You looked
thank
amazing. You look
you.
like a debutante.
I thought you looked
Or I
amazing.
guess debutante's more like white dress, but you did. You look like a model.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I really loved like it was so professional. Like I've
Yeah,
never done anything like that before where
yeah,
it's professional makeup artists and like all that.
yeah.
I really liked it, but if I could go back, I would have taken my hat off after the first joke. Not
Aw,
that it looked good on the taping, but
yeah.
I think in real life, um, I feel like everything would have hit a lot harder if I would have taken it off, especially because I did this one joke where I'm talking about Buc-ee's, and I'm like, well,
Mhm.
I go out and one thing led to another, and I bought a meat smoker, and I tilt my head back. That would have been, I'm just like, man, if I would have just taken the hat off and put it on the stand at that
Oh,
moment,
yeah.
would have been perfect. But I
Damn,
didn't think about
I
it.
get that.
I'm always weird about stage. I used to be so superstitious about what I wore,
Oh, really?
and like I was afraid for the longest time of drinking any drink up there, like bringing a drink and
Oh,
drinking it.
really? Yeah.
Yeah, like that used to I was like I
I
could.
never do that.
Yeah, it's kind of free. Like you have to work it into you
Yeah.
got to be comfortable on stage to do stuff like that because if you're not that comfortable, then
Yeah.
just one of those things might completely throw you
Yeah, I've
off.
never tried it, but I always bring a drink on stage because I'm always scared I'm gonna
Yeah.
need it. Like, if what if I start coughing or, like, something gets, like, stuck in my
But you
throat?
never touch it,
But
huh?
I've never touched it because 'cause I've, like, never needed it. But it does look cool to take a
Yeah.
sip, and I should try
Some
that.
people work in it. Well, when you get up there for like, longer than 20 minutes, I think you
Yeah.
will need it. I mean,
Yeah.
I would be impressed if you could stay up there for like an hour,
That's
30
true.
minutes
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
without
I'm not doing
drinking.
enough time for me to
Yeah.
need it, but yeah,
Yeah.
if I was doing more time. How much time do you have total, like, if you had to perform all of it? Or how much could you do, I guess?
I could definitely do an hour.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Thank you. Well, I've been doing it for 8 years, but
Yeah.
I've never gotten to do an hour because I can't sell
Yeah.
tickets. But
Well,
there is a girl, I'm sure you met her. Her name's Alex. And she lives in Florida.
okay.
She's got a
Yeah, yeah,
room.
yeah. Alex
Um,
Barboza?
yeah.
Yeah.
She invited me. She said, "Let me know when you're in Florida and I'll give you a headlining spot." So I really want to try to maybe do
Yeah.
that. I'm
You
like, "Well, that
should.
would be fun." And of course you can just book. I mean, I could book little headlining gigs wherever, but I'm just like
Yeah.
oh, where, at random places, I guess if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm
That's good,
like
though. I don't think I would have an hour. I might have, like, 20 minutes, but I'm
but
still
you've only
trying to
been doing
learn.
stand up for
A year, a
maybe
little
a
over a year.
year, a
Yeah.
little over. So that's.
Yeah, I just have to, like, keep doing it and keep writing and everything, so but I look forward to the day where I have an hour. I think that'll be exciting.
Huh. But I also get kind of like weird with that question because I'm like, well, how much of those jokes would I really have fun doing? Like they'd be good, but I get so sick of some
I
jokes.
do too. I'm
Yeah.
running into that, and I've only
Yeah.
been doing it a year, and there's some jokes that I'm like, I could know it would work, but I'm not excited about it anymore.
The good thing about that though is you just put it away for a little bit and
Yeah,
then you work on new stuff and then maybe a few years later that joke will just be a tag or whatever for an even better joke and now like I'm
yeah.
doing that. I've got this joke about therapy that I didn't do for like a year and a half,
Okay.
2 years. It used to be like a different joke, but now I'm reworking it, repurposing it
Yeah.
into like a new joke. So I'm like that's cool. Like, don't ever throw your old material out because when the longer you do it, you'll purpose it
Yeah, and
basically.
maybe, like, see it from a different angle
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, that's smart, I
There's
like that.
always like something. So it's cool when you have that.
Yeah. So when did you, like, I know you didn't start comedy until you were 21, but when did you kind of, like, think about comedy as something that maybe you'd wanna do one day?
When I was like 12.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
My so when I was 12, Dane Cook was really popular. This
Yeah,
was 2006-ish, you know?
okay.
So he was really popular. So we watched this cartoon version of his Kool-Aid Man bit like on YouTube or whatever was popular, and we my sisters and I, there wasn't a lot of comedy that I got. Like my dad would sometimes have George Carlin, Eddie Murphy, and like the older
Yeah.
guys on the TV, but I was kind of young, like 11, 12, so I didn't really resonate with that. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about. It was too smart for me, honestly. Like I was a
Yeah.
dumbass.
You weren't ready
I,
for that
I had
developmentally.
Comedy Central only level humor, if
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I didn't even understand what all of those guys were talking about.
Yeah.
But Dane Cook was the first one that grabbed my attention, and part of it was because he was sexy as fuck to me. Like
Okay.
I was like, oh my god. And I saw the movie Waiting, which is still one of my favorite movies. I think it's such an
What
underrated
was
comedy.
that?
It came out in like 2007, and
Okay.
it's a movie based at a restaurant, and it's about waiters and waitresses, like the restaurant.
Oh, I
It's
think I
restaurant
remember
humor.
that. I don't know if I ever saw it, but I think I,
Oh,
like,
it's so good. It's
yeah.
iconic.
Okay. I'll have to watch it.
And it's really crude. I wouldn't say it's the most realistic, but there are parts of it, as somebody who has waited tables, there are parts of it that are really realistic. And I
Wow.
watched that movie when I was, like, yeah, 12 or whatever. And
Yeah.
I remember thinking like, I can't wait to work at a restaurant. And then, and I did for like 12 years. Not the same restaurant, but I
Yeah.
was a service industry worker from the time I was able to get a job. I worked at like a diner, Steak and Shake at the
Oh,
diner.
cool.
They used to have a diner, and now I
Nice.
think all of them are shut down because that place was so stupid. The concept was so silly.
Yeah.
It was a fast food place, but they would have waiters and waitresses there.
Interesting.
So I worked there for until I was 18, and then I got a job at a restaurant, like a BJ's was
Oh,
where I
okay.
worked, and then I worked at bars and restaurants until 2 years ago, and then I was like I worked at a comedy club for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And then when I decided to quit that job and move here, I was like, I'm never waiting tables again.
Yeah.
And I should, because I could make a lot of money since I don't pay rent. But I
Yeah.
really I told myself, I was like, I'm not going back. I'm not
What
waiting
do you
tables.
hate about it the most? Or what made you not want to do it? Like, what was the hardest thing about it? I've never been a waiter. I've done
Uh,
retail. So I imagine they're similar, maybe.
I mean, you got to
Negatives.
deal with people, and
Still
you
dealing
see
with
the
people.
worst and the best of
Yeah.
them. I mean, I never wanted to work retail solely because of Black Friday. I was like, I don't want to do
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get that.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, in that case, I wouldn't have waited tables either.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Yeah, no, but I did. Um, it's it really wasn't. The money is so easy, and I'll say what I liked about it first.
Okay.
The money is easy, at least if you're good at it and you get
Mhm.
used to it. You get your rhythm down. It's easy money. It's also easy exercise.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
if you're not just picking out on all the food on the menu, you get a lot of steps in, and you can have a banging bod.
That's true.
Just waiting tables.
I bet.
Um, but I didn't like it anymore because really just dealing with people. I
Well,
just
who
got
was your
so
worst customer?
it's so hard to
There's
remember.
so many.
Well, working at a comedy club's a little bit different because we had um let me see if I can pull like there I would deal with difficult people all the time because there was a 2 item minimum. So that
Oh.
would cause a lot of, and then they charge for everything at a comedy club, even
Okay.
water. You can't, most comedy clubs do not give you a free cup of water. You
Oh,
have to
wow.
pay $4 for a bottle.
I never thought of that, but yeah, it makes sense.
So that would stir a lot. Like that would just have people like, a guy called me a cunt one time. Yeah, because I was
That's
like, you gotta
crazy.
buy, you gotta buy something. You can't just sit here and not buy anything. And
Yeah.
I was kind of a cunt sometimes because I didn't want to be at work most of the time.
I remember
And
those
also
days,
I
yeah.
was a stand-up comedian, and after like stand-up comedian, that sounds so famous. I was doing
Yeah.
comedy for a while. Like I did comedy for like a year and a half. Then I started working at the club.
Mhm.
And then I would say, I worked there for 5.5 years. So I would say, after year 2 or 3 of working at the club, I would be in a bad mood sometimes because I was like, I'm ready for my career to take off. And
Yeah.
people's careers were taking off who had started around the same time as me
Yeah.
because they
That's hard.
would, blow up on social media.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, and I'm still just here waiting. Like, I would just feel sorry for myself as
Well,
fuck
how
sometimes.
old were you two?
Well, mid 20s, I
Mid-20s?
mean, I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
I started working at the club 23,
Yeah, yeah.
and I worked there until I was 28.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd be in a bad mood, and also my hormones and I ended up going on Zoloft at that. Like I had my
Yeah.
own issues, so I was a cunt sometimes.
I was in my early 20s too sometimes. I think
Yeah, we
I
all
had no
were.
filter more back then. I don't know.
Well, you gotta really like train yourself to not like sweat small stuff.
True.
And when you're in your 20s, like I would say the whole time you spend a lot of time sweating small stuff and you don't
Yes.
realize until later that you're like, none of that really mattered.
Yeah,
It
so
just made a big
true.
deal. But yeah, so I would be in a bad mood, but I never did anything too crazy because I've always, like, for the most part, been like a normal human being,
Right, right.
But people would get really mad there. I can't think of like, I think I block out a lot of the bad stuff
That's
though.
good though.
Honestly, like BJ's was bad too. Like I do remember this one guy that came in and
Mhm.
he had a really simple order. It was like a piece of chicken with some lettuce on the side.
Oh,
It was a personalized order, but it wasn't a big deal when he described it. But
yeah.
this dude was purposely trying to make my life difficult. Like I would come back with that and he was like, "No, no, no, it needs to be like this and this." And I would take it back and then I found out this dude is a regular. He
Oh,
comes in all the
no.
time. And they just keep and I think that dude did make me cry cuz did not understand
You
I
were
just
like,
didn't
"Is he
understand.
fucking with me? Like, this
Uh
is his order."
I was like, he's ordering something that sounds simple, but he's making it really difficult for no reason.
Yeah, what the
And then,
hell?
of course, there you got to be like on your P's and Q's because it's a
Yeah.
corporate chain.
Sometimes I feel like people do that to try to get free meals. Do you
And he
think
would.
maybe that's what his thing was?
Yeah. But there were other people that would deal with him and he wasn't always like that. So sometimes I was like, did he just not like me for some reason?
Ugh,
And then
that's
of course it's
crazy.
VJs and they're like, you got to make sure you explain the loyalty program to him and shit like that. Like they have this crap that they want you to sign
Oh,
up.
no. You're like, "He doesn't like me already. I don't wanna give him an ad."
Yeah.
Like, I feel like some customers, like, if they're already mad, it's like you don't wanna try to, like, you know,
Exactly. Like
sell them on something.
I
They're
think
already
he ended up.
pissed.
Oh, I that would happen to me sometimes too, where people would request a different server because I wear my heart on my sleeve sometimes. Some would say that's a Scorpio thing.
Oh, you're a Scorpio?
Yeah,
Oh,
like I
okay, okay.
can't hide my emotions a lot of times. Like
Yeah.
if you're like, I'll roll my eyes and
Yeah, yeah,
shit
yeah.
if like you're pissing me off.
I like that, though. You're just honest. You're not being
It's
fake.
not good though when you're a
Yeah.
server,
Oh,
So people have that has happened to me where like I'm just kind of a bitch. If you're being
yeah.
stupid as fuck, like I'm gonna be a bitch.
Yeah.
And I can't always help it. I'm just like, I'm sorry, it just comes out. Like one time a guy at the club I worked at, he was like, he ordered a beer and I brought it in a glass and he was like, "Oh, I can't have glass. Bring it to me in a bottle." And I was like, "A bottle is also glass, sir."
That's
I'm
crazy.
like, "What?" Now I'm looking back and I'm like, I think he just didn't want the glass for sanitary reasons, which I don't blame him.
Oh, really?
Cause I can't tell you how many times people like will send something back and it's got lipstick marks on it. I'm like, yeah.
Oof.
And I want to be like, that's yours, but it's a guy. And I'm like, no, it's not yours.
Damn. I
That
never
is,
thought of that.
yeah, like shit is dirty at a restaurant, but
I feel
really
like it is, right?
it is. I
Yeah.
mean, we clean, everything gets cleaned,
Mhm.
but you can only do so
And there's
much.
human error. Like, maybe
Yeah.
somebody grabs the wrong glass from the wrong I did work at an ice cream shop when I was in high school, and I will say I saw some dirty stuff happening in there. I saw somebody dropped an ice cream in the sink, and then they scooped it up and served it. Mhm.
No, That's
Mhm.
really
It
bad.
was the worst thing I've ever seen. I was just like, "How?" You know?
That's
How did you
disgusting.
do that? It was so bad. I, like, also got fired from there because my friends and I worked with, like, 2 of my best friends, so, like, that was bad, because we would just dick around a
Yeah.
lot, and, we made a fake schedule then that we said, like, "These are the days we can work because we have to practice on these days,"
Mhm.
and, another girl that worked there, same girl that scooped up the ice cream out of the sink, told on us. She was like, "They don't really have practice, they're just trying to not work on the
You
weekend."
got told on by the sink girl?
Mhm.
Damn.
That bitch.
I did have to do that whenever I was in high school. I just remembered this out of
Mhm.
nowhere like a few months ago, and now I can't stop thinking about it because I'm just like, that was pretty cool. Like my senior year of high school, I used to leave school every day at like 11 a.m.
Oh,
because
nice.
I got to do work release, and
Oh,
I worked at that Steak and Shake for like 2 or 3 years.
wow.
So they would just sign my waiver and I got to leave school and I didn't even have to go to work. I was like, that's amazing. And so I would do
Oh,
that too, where I would
damn.
like lie to my school. I was like, I got to go to work. But luckily
Oh
my job
my
was cool and they
god.
were like, yeah, we'll sign that. We don't care.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I was like barely ever there.
I love that.
I just like was like, man, that was pretty tight. I totally like was like, I was never even at
I feel
school.
like they have kids in school too long.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like my day was too long. I should have been done at 11.
Yeah.
I should have thought of that.
Well,
The work
I had
release.
a regular like time until
Yeah, yeah.
then, but we had a work release program. So if you had a
Yeah.
cool job, but some kids actually had to go to work because they didn't have a cool job.
Damn.
But I did. They were like, "Yeah,
That's
we
so
don't care."
cool. We had a 2-week break at my town I'm from, called Harvest for potato harvesting, where kids like would it was like during the fall. So we just like wouldn't have school for 2 weeks and some kids would work on potato farms. I
Oh,
never did. I just didn't have school for 2 weeks.
what? Is this in Oregon?
It was in northern Maine.
Oh,
Yep.
right. I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you said you're from Maine.
Yeah. But it was cool. And I never had to work it. So I just would sleep in.
That's sick.
Yeah. That was like the only good thing about living there, I feel.
Um,
I didn't live there. I after I like turned at 18, I moved to like southern Maine or 19, I think.
uh,
And then
the city.
yeah, southern Maine is like way better. But yeah, it's small
I
compared
went
to
to Maine for a comedy festival
You did?
once. Yeah,
Where?
Portland.
Okay, yeah, that's where I lived for 2 years before I moved here.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was pretty,
It's pretty.
but
They
it
have
was
good food.
expensive.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
I remember when I was like in my early 20s living there, I'd like see 40-year-olds out and I'd be like, oh, I wish I was like 40 and like had money. Cause like it's just like an
Yeah,
older
I
city.
know, and I love seafood. It's my
You
favorite
do?
food.
Yeah. It's
I love
perfect for
seafood,
you.
but I couldn't really get anything there because I was so broke, and I was so broke from
Yeah.
going to the festival. The plane ticket was
Yeah, it's
$500.
really expensive to go to
But
Maine.
it was the first comedy festival I got accepted to
Okay.
that wasn't in Texas, because like in Dallas, DFW, I would get into some festivals, but I knew the bookers, so
Oh,
I
okay.
was like, I mean, they're gonna accept me because they know me, but like that one, I was like, I didn't know the booker, so I was like, I have to go, and then I
Yeah.
get there and I'm performing in like pizza places,
Oh, that's
and I
funny.
found out that everybody that signed up got on.
Oh shit.
So I was like,
Fuck.
shit.
We have to go back again one day.
I'll go back when I have money, because
Yeah.
I do think it could be a cool place to like visit if you've got the money. But
Yeah.
also I was like, meh, I don't know. Everything closed at like 9 p.m.
That is the bad thing about Maine. Like,
Uh,
there's not really that much of a nightlife at all.
yeah.
Like, especially if it's not on the weekend, you
Like
know?
the Ubers were crazy. Like we would sometimes want to go somewhere, but then we were like, wait, we may not be able to get home because the
Oh,
Ubers, like
God.
you couldn't really get an Uber after like midnight.
Yeah.
And so
What year was that?
um 20 oh man. Probably like 21, 22.
Okay.
It wasn't that long ago, but it's
Interesting.
just such a, dead city.
Yeah. It gets busy. Like, what month were you there?
August.
Oh, it should have been busy. I don't know.
I don't know.
But if it seemed dead to you, it's probably just because you're from Dallas.
Yeah.
And then to me, like when I lived there, I was like, oh, it's busy, but like it was probably not that busy because I'm
True.
from a really, really small
Well, there
town.
was probably like people around during the day, but it's still like kind of shuts down
Yeah.
early because it's not that kind of city.
Right. I don't know. I feel like it is a good place, so you have to go back. If you go back, let me know because I
Mm.
want to go.
Oh,
I'm always looking for
well,
reasons
I
to go
love
back.
that area. I mean,
You do?
the tri-state area. I
Yeah.
guess is Maine part of that.
I don't know.
I just assumed it
It
was the
sounds
whole
right.
corner.
It sounded
Which
right.
3 states? Tri-state area just means a
Oh
three
yeah, I know.
state.
I was like, that's only 3 states, and I know Maine's not one of them, but it is up there.
No, but Maine is like part of New England.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's
all
New
like,
Jersey, New York, and what's the third?
well, it's
Mass.
it's all
Yeah.
the little states. So like Vermont, Massachusetts, all the ones that are considered New England are tucked in
Yeah.
underneath Maine.
Ah.
Do you
Well, I like the north.
you like the north? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're a Scorpio. Do you know your like your moon sign and like all the other ones?
I don't. I'm not
No?
as into astrology as I look.
Ah,
Um,
that's funny.
I don't. And that's because I didn't know what time I was born until like a few months ago. I asked my dad for my birth certificate, and it was
Oh,
on there.
cool.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
because I could not remember. I
Do you
was
know
like,
what time you're born now?
yeah, like 6:30 p.m. Even now,
Okay, okay.
I'm like, you got to know the exact time.
Yep, you have to know the exact time
And
because I think even
I
a couple
still
minutes.
don't, but it was between 6 and 7 p.m.
I think it'll bring you close though
Yeah.
because I think I don't know. I've done a couple different times because my dad was like, you were born. They put 419 on my birth certificate, but my grandma's favorite number is 18. And he was like, I couldn't put 18 because your grandma would just be too excited. So I put 419. So then I went back and I like tried it like 418, 419, 420, just because I like 420. And I was like,
Yeah.
but it was the same. So I think within a little bit, I think it would probably be accurate. But you'll have to look that up. I'm curious of what your moon sign is because they say your moon sign is even more important than your sun sign.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's who you are, and then your sun sign is like how the world perceives you.
Do you know yours?
I'm a double Pisces.
Wait, when's your birthday?
March 4th.
Technically, we're compatible
Oh,
sexually.
really? That's funny. Do you date women?
No, I don't date them, but I have like been with women.
You have? Okay. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I'm definitely like a straight girl that gets drunk and likes women more than I like.
Oh.
I wouldn't say more than men, but I will be a lot more lesbian if I'm drunk.
That's funny.
But sober, I'm not opposed to it. Maybe if a girl really tried to pursue me, I might be like, I'll give her a shot.
Yeah.
But like, I'm usually more into men.
Oh, interesting. Do you have like a type?
Not really. But definitely if they're not super. No, I really don't. I've liked
Yeah.
every type. I've liked, short, tall, black, white, Mexican,
Okay.
Asian. I've liked every
Yeah.
guy. I've never been with like an Indian dude,
Okay.
but they usually only date Indian women. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't have
So
a
not
type.
really a type. More
They don't even have to speak
personality.
English. I hooked up with a guy that didn't even speak English.
Really? I love that.
But that's just hooking up. But
Oh,
even
okay.
not, I don't know. Even if I like really liked him for some reason, I'd be like, well, then here's a good opportunity for me to learn
Yeah.
something I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, no, don't know type.
No type.
Do you?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it's weird, so I don't want to say. I'll just say it. But I've only dated guys that are paler than me. Don't know why.
That's such a like interesting
That's more like my history.
characteristic.
Yeah, like and I don't like
Not taller, not thicker, just paler.
That's the only common theme with like anyone I've dated. But it isn't a conscious thing. And I think it could just be by chance. Because I think like
You have
people
to be the tan one.
Yeah, I don't know why I want to be the tan one all the time. But like I do find other like, races attractive and everything. But just my dating history is very small too. I haven't really dated a lot of people. So like that's part of it maybe. And like where I'm from, everybody was French Canadian. So like I was seen as different, kind of, even though I don't really look different than just a regular white person, but there I did. I don't know how to explain it.
Are you white? Fully? Like, what's your ethnicity?
I'm half Italian,
Mm.
and like I have a prominent nose too, so I think like everybody was just like, "What are you?" And my dad was really dark, like skinned.
I know.
Yep.
On your Father's Day post, I was like, oh my god, her dad. I was like, he's probably Italian because I'm Italian too, and
Yeah.
they look like that.
Yep.
Like a lot of people in my family look like him, but I was also like, is she not white? Because he is
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah, everybody like would be like, "Your dad looks like he's Muslim." Like after 9/11, everybody would be like, "Your dad's a
Yeah.
S."
My mom's side of the family kind of looks like that. Like
Really?
well, I've
Okay.
been asked before if I'm Middle Easter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say Middle Eastern or like like Persian. I think that's Middle Eastern.
Okay.
I think I don't know. I've been asked if I'm Persian.
Yeah, you do have, but you're Italian, right?
Yeah,
All
Sicilian.
completely Italian or
Mostly my
okay.
paternal grandpa is Irish, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
why my last name is Hayden
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
not like Cardellini.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't know if it was a stage name.
Yeah, no, I don't have a stage name, and if I did, I would not have picked Kirstie because it's really difficult for people to
Is
say.
it?
Well, I don't think it's difficult for people to say, but it's like they read it and they want to say Kirstie or they want to say Christy
Do
or
I
they.
say it right?
I think you do.
Okay, cool. I hope I
Did you
do.
say it?
Kirsty?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, you
cool.
said it right then.
When you were saying it, I was like, I hope I haven't been one of those people doing it wrong. But
Well,
I
sometimes I don't even correct people because I'm like, I
yeah.
guess, Kirsty is not wrong, but that's not how I say it. I mean, but it's
Yeah.
technically the correct spelling. Like, I could see how you would say it. Like, you're,
And maybe they knew a Kirsty, so they
hmm
just do that, yeah.
I've never met a Kirsty. So I'm like, who's making that up?
Yeah, maybe there's maybe everyone's
Kirsten.
saying it wrong.
Kirsten is the name, though. Yeah.
Kirsten, yeah.
So yeah, people on an N. So that's why I'm like, man,
Yeah.
but there was another thing I was gonna ask you. No, it was actually about the type conversation. I had something I
Oh,
wanted
yeah,
to
yeah,
say, or ask you, but I don't remember what it was. You ever date a
yeah.
woman?
I've never dated a woman. I've never like really done anything with a woman except for when I was like a kid. Like
Oh,
with
yeah, when
like
you're like with
other
your friends
kids.
and
Yeah, like dares and stuff.
yeah,
One time made out with my friends to like impress boys. So I think I'm like I don't
yeah.
know. Like I don't know, but I feel like I do think women are beautiful. You know what I mean? So like I don't know. I think I'm probably what's like the straightest and the gayest on the scale?
You. I don't think most girls are completely
Yeah, I don't think
straight.
I'm completely
We're all
straight.
a little bi.
I feel like we are because they actually did a study too on people's pupils when they look at it's weird to say that, but when they look at images, they show them a bunch of like naked images of men and women, and they noticed that men's eyes dilate on women, or if they're gay, they'll dilate on men but not women, and women's eyes dilate on women even if they aren't
Yeah,
considered straight. So like they're attracted to women. Women are attracted to women even if you're straight.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, based on looks, I'll look at women all day.
Yeah.
Men, I'm more attracted to chemistry.
Yeah.
I really don't care about like the hot guy,
Yeah.
that much. Like even growing up, people are like, "Who's your celebrity crush?" And I had like a few guys like posters on my wall and stuff, but like I really didn't real like I never was one of those girls who's like, "I'm gonna marry Channing Tatum." Like some girls when
Yeah.
they're little, they think they're gonna marry. The only time
Yeah.
I ever sort of felt that was with Bradley Cooper, specifically in The Hangover. No
Interesting.
other movie that he was in.
Interesting.
None
Okay.
other movie. I did not like him in Wedding Crashers. I did not like him in A Star Is Born. I didn't like him in any other movie that I saw him in. Just The Hangover. I was like, he's
That's
beautiful.
so funny. I
And
love that.
only The Hangover 1. I saw part
Yeah.
of The Hangover 2. I thought it was really dumb, so I
He
couldn't even finish
aged
it.
too much by then.
Yeah, I was like, he's not that good. Even as an aged man, like he's not an ugly guy. It's just
Yeah.
I'm not into celebrities like that. But that one got me. I was like, he
Yeah.
is beautiful in
What
that movie.
about like female celebrities? Did you have any female celebrity crushes?
So many. I
Ah,
think they're all beautiful.
yeah,
Megan the Stallion is the ultimate one for
she's
me.
so beautiful.
Yeah, I
I
would date
agree.
her. Like
Yeah,
only because she's big like a man. So I'm like,
she's tall,
yeah,
right?
she's like 5'10", I think.
Yeah,
She's
that's
the
so funny.
stallion. She's and she's like thick and she's
Yeah, she's so
just
like
love looking at her.
free and like confident,
I like
and
women that can shake their ass. Like,
I love that she does that, and
yeah.
she'll do it like on Instagram. I love it. It's
Yes, I
like,
know. She has like a whole minute of her just shaking
I
her ass
know.
perfectly rhythmed.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and I like her music too.
Yes, I love all of her songs pretty much. I mean, some of them I'm like I could do without, and it's honestly the
Yeah.
most popular ones from her that I
I
don't.
don't really know her music that well. When I was like, her music's great, I'm just thinking of like the couple songs I've heard because
Yeah,
like I don't really listen to
she's
rap a
really
lot.
great. She's one of my favorite celebrities overall, and I
Yeah.
think one of the hottest women.
Did you hear about her? I don't know if she's still with him, but did you hear what happened?
That yeah, Clay Thomas cheated on her.
Yeah. I don't know if it's true, but
It's
it
true.
is it.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I haven't really looked into it much since the initial spurt of all the stuff.
Yeah.
But he's been torn apart on the internet. I think
Hmm.
all the women are on her side and I don't think the men give a fuck. So
I know, that's weird. I was looking at some comments on a post from like Complex, and men's reactions were so crazy.
it's sad. I'm like, wow, it's crazy like to be with one of the most successful and he's also successful. It's like
Yeah.
what a successful couple like how could it get any better?
Yeah. I
Like
know. I don't
why
understand.
would you mess that up? I don't know. But
Yeah.
she could do better. I don't think he's cute at all. I'm like,
I
ugh.
know. Yeah, she will
And
too.
everybody was comparing him on Threads to the PBS logo.
Oh my god,
Yeah, and
really?
it's uncanny. He looks like it.
I didn't see that. I'll have
He's
to look
got those
that
like
up.
he's got one like a weird. It's his nose is just like in his face. It's not when you see it you can't unsee
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to look that up. I love that. Um so people like, I feel like people would think that, oh, did you find it? Oh
Mhm.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
It's
Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I feel like people would think like we don't have anything in common, but we do actually have like a lot in common. Like we both love
Tool.
Tool. We love Tool. When did you start listening to Tool?
I remember I was we used to go to the mall a lot in like 6th and 7th grade. That was where you go on like a Friday night or whatever.
Okay.
And I remember we would listen to 94.5 The Buzz, which is the rock station of Houston. And we put that on and Schism came on the radio and my friend who was in the car who knew a lot of rock bands,
Yeah.
she was like, "Turn it up." And it was so funny cuz she had like a 65-year-old dad who was Mormon.
Oh my
They
god.
drove this big minivan but they would let us listen to whatever. So when that song came on,
Wow.
not really. Like if there was a lot of curse words, like
Yeah.
no rap. Like
Okay.
rap was a big problem like for a lot of parents, but
Yes.
music like Tool and whatever, that was fine. So she was like, "Turn it up." And we turned it up and we're just listening to this song loud in this van with her 65-year-old Mormon dad who really was strict. Like I remember
Yeah.
we were watching Waiting and we were in the upstairs of their house and we were listening to it loud and he heard it because there was a lot
Oh
of
my
cursing
god.
and he was like, "Turn that shit down." But
Yeah, yeah.
we were listening to that song and that was my first time hearing it and I was like, "This is awesome."
I love
And so
that.
that was the first song I heard, which is the most popular song, but it was, but it got me into him because then I only knew that one for a while, but then I heard the song Sober and I found out
Mhm.
that was by Tool and I already knew that one too and I was like, "Oh, that one's good too." And then I remember for the longest time I would look for their music on like iTunes or wherever and it was really hard to find it.
It's
Like
true.
they didn't have their songs on Spotify until like a
Mhm.
few years ago. So I would go to like half price books and stuff and I would find all their albums just
And like
um
collect their CDs.
so I had all
Yeah.
their like CDs
Okay, cool.
and I just like downloaded. I did LimeWire and all that too, but I hated doing that because the quality wasn't as good, and I don't
Yeah.
remember. I also would do this thing where you take YouTube videos and you convert it, and then you could get it on your
Oh, really?
phone or iPod or
That's
whatever.
cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I don't
Nice.
remember what it was just like a YouTube to MP3. So you copy the link, and then you could download it to, but the quality wouldn't be as good.
Okay.
And then also it would have like a link for the song. So you didn't even know, like, you could get them on your phone, but you had to either find a way to change it, or you would just have to remember what, like, you would
Oh
just skip through
no.
not knowing. So
Yeah.
I just started, like, my mom loved going thrifting and garage sales
Oh,
and half
fun.
price books and stuff. So anytime she was like, I'm gonna go to, these places, I'd be like, I want to go. And if I found one of their
Yeah.
CDs, I'd be like, I want to get this,
I love
So
that.
I would collect their CDs for a while. And then I got older and started, like, ordering them myself on,
Okay.
whenever, especially when I got a job.
Yeah.
So I ended up with, like, all their CDs, and I just downloaded all of them and onto my iPod. And
Do you still
That's
have
really
them?
cool.
yeah, I do. They're in my car,
Really?
actually.
Oh my god.
I have a little CD case that I just keep in my car.
Good.
Hopefully the sun hasn't messed it up, because obviously I don't need them.
Yeah.
But sometimes whenever I was doing DoorDash,
Mhm.
didn't like plugging my phone in, because you need your phone when you pick up an order. So
Oh,
every
yeah.
time I plugged my phone in, I would have to unplug it and, like, so if I wanted to listen to music while I was door dashing, I would pull out the CDs
Oh,
and
that's
just,
cool.
like, have the CDs. That way I could turn my car off and on, and the CD would just be playing.
Yeah.
And so they did come
I
in
love
handy, because
that.
I would just put on whatever CDs, like,
Yeah.
so it does come in handy. I have an old car. I don't have, like, a
Okay.
Bluetooth connect or anything. I mean, actually, my
Yeah.
car is not old, but it's a basic model.
But that's nice to have a CD
Yeah.
player
Yeah.
because I don't have one. I wish I did.
Yeah. I wish I had a smarter car, but I do. I can play CD. And whenever I
Yeah.
was door dashing, they came in handy, because it was, I didn't want to plug my phone and replug my phone and do that. You just, it's not even worth it. And
Yeah.
then also on DoorDash, every time I would hit the brake, even if I wasn't hitting it hard, it'd be like, hard brake detected. And it
Oh my
would,
god.
quiet the song to tell me that. And I could never figure out how to turn it off. I don't think you can.
Oh, really? Damn.
So it was really treacherous doing that for
Yeah, yeah,
work. I wouldn't do it again. I hated it. I took a long ass road trip.
Yeah.
This past like between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I took it, and I was door dashing during that time to make money while I was doing it. And not gonna lie, I crashed. I was in Indiana, like,
Mhm.
because I went all the way up to New York City from
Oh,
here.
wow.
It was really sick. I went to right after my 30th birthday. This was like my 30th birthday thing. I was like,
Oh,
I'm gonna
cool.
just go away for like a month, or I don't know if it was a month. I think it was two. It was like 2 or 3 weeks.
Nice.
And so I got to go to Skankfest.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
started there, so I went to New Orleans, and then I went like all the way through North Carolina. I went to Georgia, North Carolina, and then all the way up to New York City. And I didn't have anywhere to go between. I wanted to go back through Memphis. Like, I
Okay.
wanted that to be the last place.
Yeah.
So to do that, I was like, well, I got to find a place between New York and Memphis, and I wanted to find two places, but all I could get was one in Indiana.
Okay.
So, and there's nothing to do there. So I just DoorDash the whole time, and it was
Oh,
cold. It
man.
had just snowed,
Oh, no.
and I just kind of like had this like a crash out at KFC, at KFC when I was picking up a DoorDash order. It was embarrassing. I don't even remember why. I think
Aw.
because I just hated door dashing so much. It was so
Yeah.
annoying. It was you didn't really make any money doing it.
Really? Damn.
I
Because of,
didn't.
like, the gas on top of.
You're paying for gas. But on top of that, each order is, you're maybe making like $5 to $8,
Yeah.
and if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And they're always the thing that I hated the most about it was that each order would be so far away from the last one.
Oh,
So
really?
I could DoorDash for 2 hours sometimes and only go to two places.
That sucks. They should have it so it's like you get multiple orders and you
Uh,
could just drop them off.
I don't
Like,
know why
I don't know.
I don't know if there's a level you can
Yeah.
get to on there where
I
that
wonder.
happens, but it seemed like every time I did it, and then I did it in Dallas,
Yeah.
and that was the worst. I got stuck in bumper to bumper
Oh,
traffic.
no.
I DoorDashed I did it for a couple hours, but it's same thing. It just seemed like no matter when or how they present it like you get to do it at any time you want. You build your own hours
Right.
and this and that, but they don't have it set up where you can actually do well. It's just no. And then also
Yeah.
you need to do it at the peak hours. So you do not get to pick your hours. You got to do it at the peak hours.
Oh no.
So if you're not, hitting that lunch rush or the dinner rush, then it's just not good. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I
Did you ever have any scary things happen? Like, did anyone ever try to steal you when you were dropping off an order or anything? That's because, like, that I've always
no.
been like, is DoorDash? Maybe I should DoorDash, but then I'm like, I'm scared to walk up to a door. I'm just scared of everything.
I never had
That's good.
anything bad, but I guess it's all about, where you do it. Just be smart.
Yeah.
Always turn your car. Like there were times where I left it running if I was in a very like residential suburban neighborhood. I was like,
Yeah.
it'd be fine if I leave it running and just run over to the door real quick. But other
Yeah.
than that, I never like left my car running. For a
That's smart.
while, I did have my spare key.
Okay.
My car's old, so
Right.
I have my spare key, so I would keep it running, lock it with my spare, and then do that. But I did
Yeah.
that so much that I bent my spare key, so
Dang.
I couldn't do that anymore.
Well, I'm happy for the insider information because if I do DoorDash a lot, like I'll
Yeah.
get it, but I'm gonna make sure I tip them better because I never know how much they get paid on top of that
Yeah,
tip. You know what I mean?
you should, but then again, it's like you're already there's all these fees when you're buying it. Like even
True.
as someone who's done it and buys, I'm like, but you're getting all these fees. It's the company itself is just stupid. I just wouldn't even
Yeah.
support them if you can help it. Like
Well, like
because
some places have local delivery too. Like one of my favorite
yeah.
places will just get like delivery from them. Have you ever had via 313?
No.
It's really good. They have
Oh, the
like
pizza place. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Detroit style. I love that shit.
There's
Like
one right by Roscoe's. Yeah, I went
yes.
there on the
Yeah.
east. Yeah.
What did you get?
I think I got a vegan pizza because I can't do
Oh, I
dairy.
didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But it was
Interesting.
fine. It was
Yeah.
good. That's all I've had. I've only had it the one time.
Okay. I have had their vegan a long time ago because I used to be vegan. I was like vegetarian and then vegan and then pescatarian. Now I eat everything, but I don't
Yeah.
have any.
I went that same route.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I tried to be vegan, then pescatarian. I had to quit because my dad doesn't understand the concept of any of that for sure.
Yeah.
And then but with him I was like he never really put his heart and soul into anything he like cooked that much.
Yeah.
He never seemed offended if I would just be like, hey, I'm not eating these things right now. And he'd be like, okay, well, then, I'm going to make what I make and then you can eat it or not.
That's
Like,
nice.
that's how he was.
Yeah.
But he would never make me anything really.
Okay.
He would just be like, I'm going to make what I make. If you want to eat it, cool. If you don't, cool. But then he got
Yeah.
together with my stepmom and they're from Chihuahua. And it is I felt so I just couldn't maintain it. I was like,
What's
it's
Chihuahua?
Mexico, and
Oh.
it's
Sorry. You could have told me that. I'd be like, oh.
she's actually from a really small dog.
I love
No,
it.
but it's offensive to not eat someone who's Mexican if they're cooking for you. You gotta eat it. Like you
It's
just
like that in other cultures too.
yeah.
Like I've experienced that too, where I'm just like, I'm just gonna eat this. Even when I was vegan, I was like, I'm just gonna eat it because it's not worth it to like offend somebody.
It does. It feels really awkward. And then
Yeah.
also, like, I'm the type of person where I'm like, well, I'm not just going to not eat. And then also, I'm not going to pull out something else while there's this food. Like, I grew up in that kind
Yeah.
of house where it's like, hey, if you don't want to eat, that's fine. But you're going to eat what's out if you are eating.
Yeah.
Like, that
There's
was
like a
rule.
huge cultural like
Mhm.
respect thing.
Like, even though, like, with my family, like, it was always like, eat what's out or don't eat. You know?
Yeah.
But with her, with the Mexican side, it's like, I could tell that's like her love language. That's their love. Like a whole family. Her kids cook. Like their whole family is like that's like their love language. Is hey, we make this food, you eat the food. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And so when they got together, I was like, I can't do this. Like I think the first couple times I was like, I can't eat this, and I would just eat like whatever I could eat. Sometimes that was
Yeah.
just a bowl of salsa.
But people get offended.
But I felt bad and I felt
Yeah.
dumb, and I was like, you know what? If I want to be pescatarian, vegan, whatever, I'm not doing it for spiritual or like,
Yeah.
human. Like, I'm not doing it for those like deep reasons.
Yeah.
So if I want to do it on my own, that's fine. But when I go home, I'm gonna eat the food that I'm gonna eat the
That's
home cooked
smart.
meal that's in front of me.
Yeah, and I
Even if
was a
I shit
dickhead.
my brains out on the toilet,
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat the food.
I was kind of a dickhead, and I would just be like, I would be rude and be like, I'm not
Yeah.
eating this, or like I'd bring out my own stuff, and it would offend my whole family. I would just,
Yeah.
they all were like, my grandma would call it vegan. And I was also gluten free during it. It was a nightmare
Yeah.
for me and everybody around me.
Well, when you're living at home, it's different. And I went through
Yeah.
that phase when I was in high school, but my parents
Yeah.
didn't care.
That's cool.
They weren't that culturally attached. It was only
Yeah.
when it was like a gathering
Oh,
that
yeah,
it was a
yeah.
little bit
Like
different.
Christmas.
Yeah, like if we went to, our family's house, it was like and we're Italian, so it was like I couldn't really
Yeah.
I could just sometimes get away with eating the sides. But yeah,
It would offend.
but it really wasn't until I got older and was like, hey, I only go visit home sometimes. And,
Yeah. It's good to like eat the stuff with it. There is a bonding experience or something. And I didn't live home when I was doing all that. I would just come
Yeah.
home for the holidays and then make a bad impression with my family
Yeah.
and then leave. But then when my dad got sick, I noticed like I didn't care at all about like not eating, because I did kind of do it a little bit for spiritual reasons, like
Mm-hmm.
just because like I've never like killed anything. I don't think I could do it, and I don't know, I had some like dreams or whatever, and so like that's kind of how it started. But I don't know, when my dad was dying, I was like, oh, like none of this matters. Like I have like the desire to eat all this stuff, and I'm just like suppressing it, and life is short, and you should like eat food that brings people together.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, like I felt drawn to like all the home like meals I would have as a kid. I think it was like comforting, kind of. I gained a little bit of weight too when my dad died, because I think I gained like 10
I didn't know he
pounds.
passed. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
thank you. He passed away in 2022 from pancreatic cancer. And
That's the
then
year that my mom passed.
really,
Mhm.
oh, I'm so sorry.
Pancreatic. What are we gonna say next?
I don't remember. But yeah, I just food is comforting to me now, and I
Mhm.
just eat everything now. But yeah, I'm
You look
sorry.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
I
have a
have gained
banging
weight.
bod.
Really? Thanks.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
It
Like,
seems effortless too. Like you're like, you
yeah.
seem so chill.
Yeah, I am, but like I do want to start working out, but I haven't been.
Well, you have a banging bod without working out, so
Thanks.
yeah.
I think I have like a lot of I used to be very like kind of like addicted to yoga, where if I didn't go a lot, I would be like self-hatey and stuff.
Oh,
And but then I stopped doing it completely, because I was like, that's not good. Like that's not the right reasons to do something. Then I got into Pilates, and I got a little addicted to that. And again, like if I didn't go, I'd be like mad at myself. And now I just like haven't been doing anything. So I want to like start working out again. I think like Pilates or yoga, even at home.
maybe make it part of your OnlyFans, and then they'll hold you
Yeah,
accountable, and then you'll make money doing it.
I need to do
That's
that.
what I do. I just roll out a mat, put on a YouTube video,
Hmm.
film myself, post it, make money.
Do you leave the sound on, or do you turn the
I
sound
turn the
off?
sound off because I put on YouTube videos, so I'm like,
Yeah.
they don't
You
need
don't
to
want
hear it.
copyright problems,
I
maybe,
I
or
didn't even think about that. I was just like, I just don't think it'd be fun to listen to when people are jerking off. So that's the point.
yeah, no, you're right.
Well,
And then at
so,
least you're getting your workout in, and it like does hold you. I think maybe
mhm.
I will do that too,
That's what I was telling you the other night.
because
I'm
I
like,
used to love it.
just film film stuff, and you'll make money on there because you've already got a big Instagram following, kind of. So it's like,
Yeah.
just try to monetize on it.
I know. I feel
You
like,
don't have to show whole or get naked. Just
yeah.
like they just want to see you being hot.
Yeah, that's true. And I think I will start, like, I try to post on there, but I'm still like trying to figure out like what I want to post and stuff. And then like what feels good and like what doesn't. Like,
Hmm.
so like I'm trying to like figure that all out. But yeah, working out is definitely a good way to like kill two birds with one stone. So maybe I will. I think I'm going to do that.
Maybe while you're trying to get back into it,
Yeah.
that'll be the good way for you to do it. That way you're like, well, this is my job right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. No,
And that's a
true.
pretty chill job.
True.
Working out for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I did do yoga teacher training when I was younger. Well, actually, not that long ago, And then the pandemic happened, and it was like during the week where we were going to start like teaching in class, and then they moved it to Zoom. And so we had to practice like our teaching hours on Zoom, and it was so traumatic.
It was so dramatic.
Traumatic.
Oh, traumatic.
Because it was like during the pandemic. So we
You
were
were
all like,
teaching yoga on Zoom?
just for my class, because like I signed up for like a 2-month like yoga teacher training thing. And at the very end, the pandemic started. So then we were just like practicing teaching on Zoom. It was so embarrassing. Like it was somehow more embarrassing than like standing in front of everybody. So like
Yeah,
I never did anything
I
with
mean,
it.
well, did you know that comedians were what they were doing on Zoom during that time?
No, what were they doing?
Doing comedy shows on Zoom.
Really?
Yes.
That must have been crazy.
Yeah, people were doing comedy like that, and yeah, I never did it. I was like, if
Yeah.
that's what comedy is gonna come to, then I'm not a comedian. I'm not trying to do that. Like, I
Oh
never
my
did.
God.
The only like COVID trend that I did, there were a few things. There was that where you would get on Zoom, and I don't know if it would be like a live channel where a bunch of people could tune in
Yeah.
or what, but yeah, you would just do comedy behind the computer with no laughs, nothing. You
Oh
couldn't hear
my
anything. You were just
God.
me. I did do a show though that was at a drive-in theater.
Okay.
So you would perform on this like stage that they built,
Oh,
and
that's better, I
people would
guess.
just stay in their cars.
Yeah.
So again, you couldn't hear any laughs, and if they wanted to
Shit.
laugh, they would flash their lights.
No.
That's how it was.
That's crazy.
So I did do that because at least it was live.
Yeah.
And you know, some people could come, but you couldn't hear anything because you're all the way on the stage, and then the cars,
Oh
and
no.
then anybody who was outside was all the way back there. So it was weird.
Damn. What was it like after things like calmed down with it? Like when you were allowed to go back, did they like did everyone have their own microphone?
Oh, that was pretty crazy. Yeah, everybody,
Really?
you'd either have your own microphone or you would have a mic condom. It was
Oh
basically what
my
it was.
God.
Or like it was like a little shower cap for your mic.
What?
Yeah, we'd all have those. Those were popular.
Damn.
In the clubs, I worked at the club too as a server.
Yeah.
So the clubs would open at 20%. So there would literally just be like, you know, only 20 tickets you could buy. There was only 20 tickets available to the show or whatever, or 40 to depending on how big the club is. It would be open at 25%, and then they were open at 50%, then 75%, and then
no.
100% later on.
That's so wild.
Yeah, it was crazy, and everybody had to wear gloves, and like we had my favorite part though at the restaurant, like as a worker,
Yeah.
was the paper menus, because we just got to
Oh,
throw the
really?
menus away.
Yeah.
Because we used to have these big plastic menus, and they were such a pain in the ass because people would use them as placemats.
Oh, really?
And yeah, they wouldn't give us the menu when they were done. They would hold on to it for the
No.
whole show, and they would eat on top of it and get it really messy. And so we'd have to
Oh,
clean them.
no, that
So my
sucks.
favorite part of all of that was the paper menus, because we could
Yeah.
just throw them away and we never had to clean the menus.
I feel like a lot of places still use QR codes for menus.
That's what started it. I mean,
Yeah.
COVID actually brought some positive changes to the
Yeah.
restaurant industry and stuff. Like the QR codes, I think that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
And then I know, like, you know, it's just good to be sanitary. There was another thing I thought about the other day where I was like, that this is because of like COVID. I
Mhm.
can't remember what it was. Maybe it'll come to me
Yeah.
later. But it was like another thing where I was like, we didn't have this before that, and we're still doing it. And yeah, the QR code would fall into that. But
To go order spots.
true.
Well, I guess
the
there were
curbside.
some curbside was common, but not everywhere had it or whatever. Now some
Mhm.
places still have too many.
I
And
don't
I'm
even
like-
understand. Like, I ate the different curbside and carry out. I'm like, so basically, you just stay in your car versus going inside and just grabbing your to-go order. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm like looking for a parking spot and there's like 20 like
I know, and
to
they're all for
go or
curbside.
curbside. I'm like, we don't need that many anymore, just a few.
I know.
But it's been fun having you on. Do you
Yeah.
have anything you want to shout out?
Just like the OnlyFans. Yeah,
Yeah.
check out the special, and my account. My Instagram is Kirstie Comedy, and then I have a link in my bio that will take you to any of that stuff
Perfect.
if you want it. So
And come see us on Today PM.
Today PM.
Every first and third Wednesday at Creek in the Cave. Come to Big Naturals every third Friday at Creek in the Cave. And follow me on Instagram. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Yay.
Thank you.